Eckford continues to stay, hearing screaming and running back down the hallway, stays put where she is. Because why would you want to be the only person running in the opposite direction that everyone else is? That doesn't make any sense. So bursting into the room is yet another one. It jumps into the room and then uses its whole turn to run towards Mason, behind Mason. And Mason, you can hear this thing behind you, and it's catching you fast. These buggers are quick.
Quick question: if they get in the hallway, are they large enough that only one can get through at a time?
Seems as if that's the case.
Awesome.
Soldier A.
Are we thinking of like 300 movie or comic book where you just like you pick them all as they come through?
Soldier A kind of
Diablo tactics.
jumps into another one of these vents and then disappears.
Those are big vents.
Mm-hmm. Soldier C was the one that was right behind Mason. And it's going to do something. What's it going to do? Poor Mason. Assessing the threat. Xenomorph pauses. Hisses quietly. Everybody within medium range takes a point of stress. So that is everybody in the hall. Hammer's gonna take a point of stress too. Oh boy, Hammer's getting up there, guys. And that's what Soldier C does. Soldier B uses its fast movement to stand back to his feet. And then it's just going to use its action to kind of move back behind the other soldier there, bringing us to Zim.
Yeah, Zim has been pretty quiet up to this point, but he kind of like shakes himself like more focused and awake. It's like, yeah, this whole place is active. We gotta blow this place. And he's gonna take his rifle and put it up over the heads of everyone in the hallway and turn it to the side, activating the main launcher.
Oh boy. Are you
shoot
just...
a grenade past to the back side of that. Is possible?
You're gonna shoot a grenade past everybody to the back side of that room?
Like over there.
I think
and
that...
hit it on the far side of that.
I think that is fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, go ahead and make your attack. But here's what I'm gonna rule though. I am gonna rule that you're gonna have a -2 modification to this because this room is like filled with the hall is filled with smoke, so you can't really see past like Hammer and Chaplain. So you're kind of just guessing where your aim is going.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Oh!
Don't know what that sound was.
I'm not
It's
seeing
not what I was hoping for.
I'm not. Oh no! Go ahead and make a panic roll for me, Zim.
I push that roll.
You can push it, yeah. Add
Okay.
a point of stress and then push it.
Extra roll.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can push rolls. Yeah, you guys haven't done that.
take it.
Say, do you still have your story points?
No, I do.
Yeah, you could use a story
Add an
point.
extra die?
Basically, it gives you an automatic success.
I'll use it.
You'll use it?
I'll take it. Yeah, I'm gonna burn a story point.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, the story point does not take
All
away
right.
the panic, though, so you still do have to roll a panic roll.
Understood. Running into a action issue, but roll panic. See if it works. Come on, panic.
Six.
Oh.
You still hold it together,
Yeah.
just barely, and you launch this grenade into the smoke.
Right.
Hammer goes, "Oh crap!" and ducks out of the way as he just sees this coming. Chaplain, you get slammed back down to the floor.
Down, everyone!
And this grenade goes flying over top of everybody, and you hear it ting into the room behind and then explode. So what I would like, what does your grenade say as far as like what's the blast on it?
Nah.
Blast 9. Okay, you're gonna roll 9. Roll 9 base dice for me.
A little bit of black, but I can feel it very burning. Bigger.
Yeah, it hasn't come in roll 20 yet. If you rolled.
Yeah, just sucks.
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
I think so.
So he's completely frozen on my screen.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll 9 base dice for him. Oh no. I rolled for you, but if you get back in and you want to re-roll it, I will let you re-roll it if your computer or your internet is back up.
I don't know if you can hear me, but see if it's on my...
Because I think with grenades, I think they automatically do a base 1 damage, but the blast is like to see how much damage like it does in addition and to all nearby.
He messaged, he said, came through with 2 success.
2 success. Got it. Alright, so that'd be the equivalent of 3 base damage to these 2 soldiers back here in the back behind Mason. I would say, Mason, you're pretty much shielded from this blast as you guys hear this massive explosion happen behind you. You could have probably heard the grenade like get launched and then like cut through the air above your heads as it explodes behind you. This bright flash of explosion behind you. And so 3 damage. This would be armor versus, yeah, this would be the explosion, so it'd be versus, so 1 soaks, the one in the back soaks 1 damage. Ooh, the other one soaks all 3. But the one in the back, Soldier B, that will be enough to roll a critical against that Xenomorph.
Excellent.
For last
You need to
breath.
attack whatever's closest. Come on.
The Xenomorph is mortally wounded and contorts wildly. On its next initiative, it will try to kill the nearest victim. Then the beast dies. If it's wounded again before then, it dies instantly. So with this explosion, you guys hear a terrible, painful scream coming from in there. from the explosion.
Would my Overwatch go off?
And that was explosion, so that is not going to trigger any acid splash on this for Mason. So Mason, you're safe.
Sarah,
All
Overwatch,
part of the plan.
you
What?
fire when you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, you fire when you want to. Unfortunately, right now you can't see anything.
Okay.
That's your
wasn't-
issue.
Alright.
All right, I think Zim, unless you still have a fast action.
Zim will move down the hallway, guarding this entrance here.
Okay, you got it. Chaplain, you're immobilized, but it is still your turn.
Okay, so what exactly does immobilized mean?
Immobilized means, good question.
I was
Let's,
flipping through and looking at the things, and there was nothing that really told me what that meant.
Immobilized. Immobilized, I think it just means you can't move.
Okay. So anything involving
Well, it says
my...
completely immobilized. So does that mean you can't move your arms either?
I don't know.
It doesn't say. I searched the word immobilized in the core rulebook and I only got 2 hits on it, and neither of them say what it actually means. So I'm gonna say you can still do things, but you just can't move at all. Like you can't. I would say because you lost your legs, that made it so you could crawl. But I think completely immobilized means like you can't crawl anymore either. So I would say your arms are pretty much shot. All you've got really is your head.
So we have
Your head is kind of just dragging around this mangled mess of pipes and hoses and white oozing liquid. It's
would I have an ability as a synthetic to basically, I'll use the phrase, like disconnect my head?
In the movies, if I might say, heads can be disconnected and the brain still works,
Are they? Yeah,
But-
they can. I think, yeah.
but they don't.
Slow action to basically, is it something that I could basically control mentally to just like, you know, pop and just have my body drop to make it easier for Hammer to carry me?
You know what? I wouldn't say why. I would say why not? You know? Why not? I mean, if you want to dislodge so you're just a head, I would say go for it. Because that's using your head.
And then
The chat thinks it sounds a little unpleasant though.
synthetic. The next part's where it gets iffy. So Kaplan's gonna, again, because we're all still connected on comms, I'm hoping my comms still works, because my brain still works. Just gonna say, Jaell, I hope you're having luck getting everything started again. We have everyone following us.
All right, you hear back. Jaell says, "There's damage to the fusion tower. It could take a moment."
You mind the body parts on your way out? That's it.
Got it. Okay, last initiative order, Soldier B. This is the one that's going to attack the closest individual. Unfortunately, it is guarded. So this xenomorph actually is going to, it's just like thrashing back there, and then dies. Due to the critical injury from the grenade of Zim. So I will remove Soldier B from the initiative order. One last short scream. The alien is no more.
I was gonna say Chaplain can use commands.
Yeah, Chaplain can still command people.
You can stop panic and give orders.
Yep. Give orders to toss him in battle.
Zim, Dante, put grenades in my mouth and throw me at one of the engines.
Iona, it's back to you.
Iona's gonna run.
Okay.
Can I get
One move will get you like right behind Zim. 2 moves will get you out of the tunnel right next to Miss Eckford.
I will go by Miss Eckford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get out of there with your move.
Yep.
Jaell's turn. She's going to continue to move. She's going to continue to move and work. Soldier A. And then Hammer. Then Hammer. Hammer is going to continue to carry Chaplain. Now easier. He kind of tucks Chaplin's head like a football. And, hold on, Chap, I got you. It's just running with him.
You are sweating profusely. Perhaps you should not eat that chili any longer.
My flesh is continuing to burn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Acid Splash continues if it did any damage.
It was better when you forgot.
It was totally better when I forgot. Hammer, what was his, how much acid damage did he take? 2? I can't remember what the, you know what? I'm going to skip over that roll because I can't remember how many I'm supposed to roll. So I'm going to skip it for this encounter. Dante.
So because I'm right behind Mason, and I have already reloaded, I would be able to shoot my RPG with no issue, correct? Because of how big it is, I would have a clean shot.
Yeah, you could shoot it.
Okay, so then I'm going to use my RPG. Bonus 2.
Wow.
Nice.
There we go.
Very nice.
So I'm going to use one of my stunts to change initiative with the number 7 position.
Okay. You got it.
And then the other one I'm going to use to knock down.
Good job.
That's a good idea. To knock it down. Okay. Let's see what its armor roll is going to be. It's versus here, so put that. It does soak 2 points of damage. So do 3 damage. As the RPG launches into it, it does get knocked down.
RPG says base damage 5. Oh yeah, so it does 3.
Yeah, it soaked 2 from the armor.
I'm awake.
And acid splash. 3.
Rip me.
1 acid splash to Mason. You can make an armor roll, Mason.
It's coming up. Hang on.
Come on, armor. Or come on, story point.
No, it's, hang on. The page isn't loading. Hang on. Let me try. Take a roll for me, but the page won't load.
Won't load?
The character sheet won't load.
Okay. Let me pull up your character sheet real quick, Mason.
Like rolls tonight.
My rolls have not been very good in your favor, guys. So, armor roll for Mason. Oh boy. I think that takes you to broken, right, Mason?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have to roll in the critical injuries chart. You want me to make that roll for you?
The character sheet won't pull up on my roll 20.
Okay, health to 0. We're gonna roll a d66 and see what we get. 26. Let's see what happens to Mason, guys. Critical injuries table. 26. Slashed shoulder. Let's roll a d6 and see which one. I'm gonna say 1, 2, or 3, it's your left shoulder. 4, 5, or 6, it's your right one.
Let's say I'm right-handed.
All right, it's your left shoulder. So you can't use this arm for 5 days.
Oh.
As your left shoulder is basically just dissolving away from the acid. And because he's broken, Mason kind of like falls to his knees right there and is kind of at a point where he's not going to be able to do anything on his own unless somebody does something for him. Which brings us to Mason's turn. Which Mason?
Well, I still have a fast action.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you got your fast action to go. Mm-hmm.
And so, did you switch me with the 6?
I did. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
And then, would I be able? I'm going to use my other fast action to reserve a block attack.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can
I'm
do that.
attacked. I can use that.
Yeah, you can
That'll
hold that
be
for
my
a block. Yeah.
So that'll be my turn then.
Okay, but then you switched it to 7, right?
Right.
So you would immediately get to go again. Because you switched initiative with the creature who was going to be going next.
So then, so I'm gonna have to reload. So that's a slow action.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go into, because I'm not in close or engaged, I'm gonna go to Overwatch, so that way next round, I can just launch it.
Okay. Got it.
So that'll be my turn.
Yep. And Mason.
And I drive heave a little bit.
Dry heave a little bit, yeah. You got it. Mason looks in pretty bad shape, holding his arm and just kind of sitting there in the hallway. I don't think there's anything that you can do on your turn when you're broken, Mason. I don't think there's a rule that says. I think you have to have somebody come up and use medical aid on you. I'm pretty sure.
He's one of the 2 medics, and the other medic has no body.
Oh no! Oh no!
That was the question. I can't use it stim or. I'd be even willing to self-sacrifice to destroy this thing if I could.
Yeah, health. If your health drops to 0, you are broken and suffer a critical injury. Go to page 99 for more. Page 99, broken. Here we go. If you are both broken and have sustained a fatal critical injury or several.
So it wasn't was it fatal? It wasn't fatal. It was just my shoulder.
It wasn't fatal. It was just your shoulder. So I would say. See, don't get this. Like, what? Oh, broken. Broken and damaged. If you drop to 0 health, you are broken. In effect, taken out of the action. Immediately roll for a critical injury. If you're not dead, you can crawl and mumble through the pain. You can't perform any other actions, and you can't roll for any skills. You can't go below 0 health, but each further attack that causes damage will give you another critical injury.
Okay.
So you're just you're just a crawling, mumbling person right now. That's about it.
Gotcha. And I'm crawling away.
Okay. I would say you could get past that this first like little square right here. Since you're crawling, you won't be able to go too much farther than that. So Mason's crawling away. Yeah, try just getting up there as far away as Mason can.
I'm not dead yet.
Not dead yet. Still here.
I think I can walk.
It is a mere flesh wound.
Thank you.
That guy Mike in Saving Private Ryan. I just got the wind knocked out of me. All right, Eckford kind of looks to Iona. It's like, what's going on?
A lot of things down there. Couple things. Big things.
Did you get the reactor going? You have no idea. Eckford just kind of like pulls her gun up and just overwatches. Soldier C already went. Soldier A. Interesting.
The 6 didn't get switched back to where when we flip-flopped the positions.
Yeah, I did that on purpose so I'd remember that it got flipped.
Okay.
So that way I wouldn't accidentally make it go again or something like that. Soldier C uses its fast action to stand. And then just kind of moves up to Dante. Dante, it gets into your face and just kind of just growls and hisses at you. Let me see if I can find a good one. Right in your face. And that brings us to Zim.
I'm trying to figure out if Zim has any option of helping Mason. It's definitely not my best skill, but I do have a med kit. It might be worth a try.
Okay.
Also inflicted on my body, which is laying in the middle of the hall back there.
Would I? Could I get him unbroken if I did a medical? If I succeeded in a medical check?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Zim is gonna get in there and be like, "All right, Gunnery Sergeant, time to suck it up."
Unfortunately, because you had to move so far down the hall, though.
Oh, it's too far.
It's too far because that would have been like 2 zones worth of movement right there.
Oh,
so
okay.
You'd be able to do it on your next turn.
Well, that doesn't sound too impressive. But rather, what I will do, can Zim move out into this area with just one move?
One move, yep. You could get to there with one move.
All right, so then Zim will get there and assume Overwatch position, looking down the hallway and then also this direction. If anything pops into view, he's gonna start shooting.
Okay, perfect. The head of Chaplain.
There's not a whole heck of a lot that Chaplain can do at the moment. So actually, let me take a quick look here. Hey, let me try this. Can I Can I use the fax action to essentially assume Overwatch position for a sort of a command purpose?
Hey, yeah. I like
so
that.
So basically, assume Overwatch. So watching, basically have Hammer turn me around, and so I'm looking out the back as he's moving. And this way, if someone goes to come charging up, give somebody an order to fire.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So you tell Hammer to turn your head around so you can see behind you as you're running away. He turns your head underneath his arm as he's running.
I can just see the back of Dante's head.
That's it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, so just remind me that triggers there. So whenever if something like that happens, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. Perfect. Iona.
Iona's just gonna stand there and do the Overwatch thing, because that's all Iona is gonna do.
Overwatching again? Alright.
Yes. Very, very good battler.
Jaell continues to do what she does. And Iona, Zim, and Eckford all hear this screeching, and something like metal just explodes off a little bit of ways from you. And it appears that through an elevator shaft area over here, one of these xenomorphs blasts out of this area. It is like busts right next to like where Iona is gonna be. You guys, your Overwatches would be triggered here.
Okay.
Yeah.
As this creature busts out, like looks like it's going right towards Iona.
Yeah,
Does
with
that-
this shot.
Yeah, does that mean I can use my smart gun still because it's long range, or do I have to use my pistol?
I would say it's not like directly engaged with you yet,
Okay.
because these maps are not like to scale.
Okay.
So it's like busting out and starting to run towards you. So yeah, you can take the shot with it. Wow.
Nice.
So you succeed with a stunt if you'd like to use a stunt, or you can just add an additional point of damage.
Knock it prone and run away.
Knock it prone and run away. All right. Yeah. Those are armor piercing, so let's see how it does on its armor. 1 success, so it does soak 1 point of that 3 damage. It takes
I'm
2
gonna run
points.
to the other side of the loading dock.
And you knock it prone.
Yeah.
Nice. So I would say at the same time, Zim, your shot would be going off too. So like, you guys are both kind of like firing at the exact same time.
Yeah, Zim shoot.
Nice. Look at that. So you got 2 stunts.
I'm just gonna pump it into damage, 2 extra damage.
2 extra damage. You got it. Let's see how this does. These are armor piercing as well. It doesn't soak any.
Nice.
So it takes all
Yeah.
that damage, and it is going to make a roll for a critical injury.
Ooh.
A 2. Xeno critical injury table. It is wounded. The xenomorph staggers, bleeding severely. It gets speed -1, down to a minimum of 1, losing the lowest initiative score it has, but regains 1 point of health. Roll a d6 at the start of each round. On a 1 to 3, it tries to escape. So it's bleeding severely, and it loses its lowest initiative. So it's going to lose this 5.
We got a good Iona.
Loses that 5, and it's down -1 speed. It does gain 1 health back, though. Nice. All right. That brings us to Hammer, who is...
Wasn't Eckford on Overwatch 2?
Oh, Eckford was on
Yeah.
Overwatch, too. Yeah. So Eckford would fire it all at the same time. Let's see how she does.
Nice.
She has a heavy pulse rifle. She's gonna shoot it with the heavy pulse rifle. How does she do? She succeeds!
Yeah.
Let's see how the armor of the soldier xenomorph holds up. Armor piercing. 1 success. So it does take 2 additional points of damage, which means that it takes another critical injury, I believe. Let's roll that d6. 3. Desperate action. Severely wounded, cries out in alien fury. It immediately gets to perform a fast and a slow action outside of its normal turn order. Roll a d6 on a 1 through 3. It tries to escape. If it succeeds, it regains half its health.
Oh no.
On a 4 through 6, it instantly attacks the closest opponent. If it fails to inflict any damage, the creature dies. If it succeeds, it regains 1 point of health. Oh gosh.
Goodness,
It's the worst.
That's a lot of stuff.
Here's the question.
It tries to escape.
Okay.
It's prone.
Yep.
Yeah, it's prone.
Well, it does say it immediately gets to perform a fast and slow action outside its normal turn order. So it uses basically its fast. It's going to use its fast action to stand up. It's freeze fast to stand, and then it's going to use a fast action to basically jump and disappear into that elevator shaft where it came from, and then you guys just hear it like scampering away. Well, you guys like annihilated that thing when it came out of there. And Hammer, now all of a sudden it's his turn, and now all of a sudden he hears gunfire coming from in front of him. So he stops. It says, Chaplain, what do I do?
No, the elevator is our only way to escape.
Do you want me to keep on going?
Keep going. Zim and Iona are up there.
Okay. So Hammer rushes, gets out with Chappie's head, and basically rushes out into the locking bay area by where Zim and Eckford and Iona are standing. You can hear the hissing of acid coming from over there by where the other elevator is located. Dante.
All right, so
Dante, this thing is in front of you, like hissing at you, but you can also hear from behind you as Mason's like trying to crawl down the hall.
I'm gonna use my launcher since I reloaded it, and just pump it straight into its face.
Oh gosh, go for it. Okay, make your panic roll too.
Ooh, I don't like that.
Oh, this one might be bad. A 10. Freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increase by 1. So yours and Mason's stress level goes up 1. And you see, I can't remember. Does freeze mean you can't act? Or
Use my fast.
Let me see.
You said next slow action.
Slow
It says
action.
next, but there is one that says like. If you roll a panic actions, if you roll a 10 or higher on your panic roll, you will be forced to perform a specific action. If the panic roll was the result of a skill check for an action, the action is a skill check for an action. The action is canceled and immediately replaced by the forced panic action, even if you rolled success.
So does that mean my RPG doesn't get fired?
I think that's what that means.
No.
Even if it succeeds, like you just looking up there, the thing is like hissing at you, and it's preventing you from even like just sweat pouring down. Like you feel like dry heave kind of like still coming on, and you're unable to like actually shoot the thing.
Dang it! And I lose my slow action next turn too. So
well, I would say that is the loss of action right there.
Okay.
I think that's what it's trying to say, is like you lose that action in place of this panic.
Gotcha. So would I still have my fast action?
You do. Mm-hmm.
All right, I want to run on the other side of Mason.
Okay. So you freeze in that moment, and then you like regather, and you start to run, and you get on the other side of Mason. Sure.
Actually, I'm trying to think. No, I wouldn't be able to. No, because no one else is around me. Grappling wouldn't do anything. So I'm going to run. Do I need to make any checks because I'm engaged?
You do have to make a mobility roll. You succeed. So you're free to move away from the alien.
And how far would I get, you'd say? Just on the other side?
Yeah, just on the other side of Dante, and you can hear this thing not happy.
Sorry, Mason.
Mason's like, Dante just jumps over top of him. Mason, you can crawl. It's your turn again.
I can.
You can crawl a little bit farther. You can get basically up to, you can actually crawl. Basically, as Dante's running, you're like trying to like keep pace with Dante.
Can I shove him back and put my hand on his head and just keep him from?
He's trying to keep you behind him.
No.
Yeah, so I say Mason. Yeah, you can crawl. You can crawl. If you use both, like it would be both your turns. Yeah, you could get that one block. Yeah. So Eckford's go. Eckford is basically gonna call out to everybody that's out here and say, "What's going on? Is the reactor restarted? Have we done what we came here to do?"
Chaplain will answer and say, Jaell is currently restarting the reactor. As you can see, we have encountered some hardships. It is time we should all be departing this level.
I think now that Chaplain is just ahead, he's gotten calm, a little bit more calm. It's Eckford kind of looks and
panic. Hammer will throw me and I will be left.
Eckford kind of looks and just, fine. I think we need to make it quick. She's like looking around, like getting her pulse rifle ready for anything else that might come out.
Could we throw Chaplin's head and then he use a close combat attack with his teeth?
Hey, why not? Chaplain air bite. I like it.
Take what's coming to you. I'll bite your legs off.
This alien just charges towards Dante. And I'm going to say, Dante, that I'm going to choose an attack to make against you. Because it's going to do this. It's going to do an ability called Run for All. It's going to leap towards you and roar a challenge, sweeping its arms, legs, and tail through, like, the ranks. All targets within short range must succeed on a mobility roll or be knocked off their feet, taking 1 point of damage. All targets must make immediate panic rolls. So this is just to you, Dante, because Mason's a little bit out of range. So you're going to need to succeed on a mobility roll. And which you do, but you also make an immediate panic roll.
Oof. We're getting back up there.
Oh, we're climbing the ladders.
So on the 10, would I have gone up again?
Well, you rolled an 11, so that goes up from... So you're going to seek cover. That's what your next thing is to do.
Gotcha.
So your next action is you're going to do whatever you can to find a spot that you can like a safe spot.
Gotcha.
That's all. That's pretty much all you can do.
And does my stress level go up?
Your stress level is decreased by 1.
All
The
right.
stress level of all friendly PCs within short range increased by 1. So Mason, your stress level goes up 1, buddy. Soldier A just poor Mason. Mason's had a rough go this encounter. Soldier
Chappy.
Soldier C is up again. Gonna do this against Dante. Try to capture for the hive.
All right. What do I got to do here?
3 successes. So you have to go ahead and make an armor roll for me first. Oh no. No. So this thing, its tail swipes at you. You got to make a stamina roll as well. Okay, so you rolled a 1.
Do I panic?
I think you do.
Oh no.
So it would go to the it would go 1 past the 11 because you were at 11. So your panic goes to the 12, which is scream. Scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears your scream must make an immediately panic roll. Which
that
is
means
everybody in the building
Oh
makes
no.
a panic roll.
So my slow action's gone, and my fast action is seek cover.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm gonna die.
Mason,
9. I got a 9.
you got a 9. So a 9 is, I think you lose an item. You drop your incinerator.
Yeah, it's empty anyway.
Zim, you tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility while you're panicking this way have a -2 modification until your panic stops. Iona, you keep it together. You manage to hold it. And I think, well, wait, Hammer's got to make a panic roll too.
Quick question for capture for the hive. Do I take any damage?
1 point.
1 damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, 1 point. So a 10 for Hammer. Hammer freezes. So his stress level and the stress level of all friendly PCs within short range of Hammer, which would be Zim, Eckford, and Iona, goes up 1. And Eckford had that one from the alien bursting out too. Eckford's panic roll is a 7. Man, this is bad. Nervous twitch. Eckford, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increased by 1.
Oh dear.
no.
Everybody around Eckford goes up 1.
Gotta stop being near each other.
That's it. That's it. Everybody's spread out.
Why are you all freaking
Split
out?
the party.
We are trying to depart this place. Why are you shaking? Hammer, you're not moving.
We have bodies, unlike you.
Ouch.
Ouch. Zim, it's your turn.
Okay. Zim hears the commotion in the hallway. Realizes Dante and Mason haven't made it out yet. And so we'll then move in, and seeing that last alien in the hallway is going to try and...
with the smoke in the room, you wouldn't be able to see that far. Yeah.
You know what? But I can hear there's badness. You know what? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shoot a grenade into the smoke over my allies. I'm going to try and hit the backside of the alien.
Okay.
We're just doing it.
Go for it. -2
All right.
modification.
You can use my story point.
I still have one. There's no way this could go wrong.
Yeah.
Could make a panic roll and see if it happens. 5. You keep it together. Launches a
There's
grenade.
no panic.
You guys hear a grenade being launched back into the hallway. Mason mumbling and not really knowing what's going on at the time doesn't seem to mind. Dante is probably in a state of shock anyway. So yeah, you're gonna roll that 9d6. Oh!
We're gonna pump a story point into that one. It says.
So it would do a total of 4 base damage then with the blast.
Yeah.
So let's say like it goes back behind and blows up behind the alien there. It does 4 points of damage. Well, actually, let's make an armor piercing roll here. Soaks 3 of it. This thing is nasty. Gosh. Now I think that'll end Zim's turn.
Yep.
Chaplain.
Okay, Hammer doesn't seem to be moving to the elevator like I instructed him to.
Actually, you guys are standing right next to the elevator.
Yeah, but he's not going up the elevator.
He couldn't get there yet. That's as far as he could get on his turn.
But I also can tell that he's sort of he's sort of tensing up, right?
Oh yeah. You guys are all like freaking out right now, except for you.
The APC all over again.
That's it.
I'm gonna, well, as much as one can, sort of try to throw my voice as I'm facing his rear at this point and just say, Hammer, this is a direct order from your commanding officer. You are to start climbing up this elevator and carrying me with you immediately. Okay. I'm going to try to command him to do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your command roll. Yeah. It succeeds! Look at that! Nice. Oh, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Let's look at the rest. Look at, well, specifically at Zim and Iona, because I've pretty much accepted I'm probably not going to be getting that job that I was promised by Eckford. Just look at the other two of them. I believe it is time that we need to depart this floor as rapidly as possible.
Yeah, I don't think you're in much shape for a desk job, right?
Paperweight.
Paperweight. Poor Chaplain.
It seems that we're at the start of a new round, which should mean that the fire intensity attacks the alien again, since he's on fire, according to the rulebook.
Does the grenade blast do... Is it blast or is it fire intensity?
It does fire intensity 9.
Oh, the grenade does? I thought it was blast 9.
Mm-hmm.
It says fire intensity 9, firebomb ammo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I think it... Yeah, it did point of damage. Yeah, so it can... Yeah, I think... Well, how's that fire intensity work? Does it,
It's on page
like,
108. It says...
does it, like,
if
half...
you take damage, it says if you take damage, you catch fire and continue to burn, and you suffer another attack at the start of each new round. The intensity increases by 1 each round. So he should take...
Oh!
It should attack him again for intensity 10.
Okay, yeah, go for it. For 2 damage.
Excellent.
Nice! Let's go ahead and make an armor roll versus fire. See if it soaks any of that. It doesn't!
Oh, there you go.
Continues to burn for 2 more points.
Yeah, I like that sizzle.
It's sizzling, that's for sure. Dante, you got a front row seat as this xenomorph is just engulfed in flame and just screeching and sizzling in front of you, roaring and hissing.
Smells like chili.
No more chili. I can't take it anymore.
Oh man, too much. All right, Iona, it's your turn.
The Xeno went up this one, right? That elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to this elevator. and
There's
try to-
actually an elevator right next to where Chaplin's. There's an elevator that you originally came down.
Oh,
right
okay,
here.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so since that door is open, I will try to... Do we have a rope?
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
cables for the elevator were there. Remember,
Yeah,
you guys like
okay.
remove the top of the elevator and then use the cables to kind of go up and down.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will go there and I will try to make a roll or something to hoist myself up.
I'll say you don't even have to make a roll, because you guys have done this before. You guys just kind of climb in there and you guys start moving your way up.
Okay.
Sure.
Watch out for my vomit in there.
Yeah.
Gross! Yeah! There's a pool of it
So
right
there's a
near my
pool of
shoe.
it right near your shoe. Yeah. Jaell continues to do what she's doing. Hammer is going to immediately just get in there too. Take Chappie's head, jump up there, climb up. Start like actually what he's gonna do is he's gonna kind of like clip Chappie to the side of him, so Chappie's head's like just like hanging there
What?
off to the side.
What's he got? Velcro or something?
He's
How
got
you gonna
like
carry
his neck like has all those connectors underneath it, so he's using that, and he's like he's got one of those carabiner clips, and he clips it to his belt pouch, his belt pack there. He starts going, and Chaplin, your head's just kind of like wobbling back and forth on the side, like by his thigh, as he's just moving his way up the cable.
See, I was gonna say, how about them big bull nose rings? I'm just hanging
So good. And as Chappie is wobbling back and forth, that's where we're gonna end this episode
Oh no.
of Destroyer of Worlds.